Hello, welcome back to the Kings of CONCACAF podcast. I am your host, Nate, and today was a fantastic day. You already know why. The boys are going to the World Cup, and that is a fantastic thing. It's a good time to be alive. What a time to be alive, boys. Congratulations to all of the members that have played in this qualifying window. Obviously, we did not end it too prettily. That's even a word. Against Costa Rica, it was a pretty poor performance, but in the end, we qualified, and that is honestly all that we can ask for. So, I guess before we get going on to the World Cup, I'll just kind of talk about a little bit about the games. So, Mexico was 0-0, and I think it's fine. Getting a point in the Aztecas is good. But I think it should have been a 2-0 win for the USA, just because, I mean, obviously this is now about a week ago, and it should have been 2-0. Pulisic miss, P-Fox miss, just not great overall. And then also we had the thrashing of Panama at home. I kind of expected that. Lots of people were, terrified of Panama for some reason. They're like, oh my goodness, Panama, we're going to lose, we're going to tie. No, it's Panama at home. We handled them easily, so that was good. Pulisic hat-trick. Pulisic had a crazy goal at the end there to complete the hat-trick, and, he's just a fantastic player, fantastic game overall. And then, like I mentioned, Costa Rica was just bad. I mean, that game was terrible. It was weird just to kind of celebrate after that game just because of how poorly they played as a whole in that game. But, we'll take it. 2022, here we come. Now, talking a little bit about Qatar and the draw that we got on Friday. Fantastic, honestly. We get England, who we've never lost to. We have a tie and a win, which is great. We have Iran, who they're the best in their region, but it is Iran, and I'm not trying to disrespect Iran because they are a very good team. So that's not necessarily the best because Iran is the best in the region. So we don't love that, but their region isn't that strong to be fair. And then we have the European playoff, which is going to be Scotland, Wales, or Ukraine. So Wales, obviously, is Gareth Bale. And, he can basically take over a game. He's that level of a player. The quality he has is, unmatched almost. He's a very good player. So I don't necessarily want Wales just because he's a player that can win a game for you. If you leave him unmarked or give him a little space, he can hit one from 30 yards out, win 1-0. So we don't want that. Ukraine, they have a couple quality players. Zinchenko, they have Yarmolenko. I'm blanking on the names, but their attack is pretty solid. And they're a good team. And Scotland, they're probably the worst out of the three, I would say. But it's not like they're bad. They compete enough in that European region to get the playoff spot, so it's not like they're bad. So kind of my thoughts on that is our draw is good. It's okay. Actually, not even good because it's not like we have a team where I can confidently say we can get a result every single time. Obviously, in the World Cup, you're not going to really get that necessarily. There's some teams that squeaked in that you're like, oh, I think we can definitely win. But I don't think in the group that we are, that's naturally the case. Iran's very good. England's obviously very good. But with England, I think they have a similar situation as the United States, as everyone, I shouldn't say everyone, but the majority of their fan base does not like Gareth Southgate, just like the majority of our fan base does not like Greg Berhalter. That kind of has to do with lineups that he puts out. And so maybe we can sneak a win out of that game, hopefully, on the day after Thanksgiving, which I am so hype about. Go a little Black Friday shopping the night before, sleep in, wake up, watch, the USA play England on my day off, and that'll just be, great time. Hopefully my Black Friday isn't ruined just because the USA don't play well and get killed by England, but let's just hope that does not happen. I'm really, really excited for Qatar. I think this could be our, quote unquote, coming out party for the USA, because we've been disrespected a lot in, as a whole, USA, even with the women. The women, USA women are fantastic. Nothing against them. They're easily the best team in women's international football. Soccer. I don't know why I said football. It's soccer. We're in America. It's soccer. So they're easily the best team. But when they're talked about, everyone's like, oh, the women's team is fantastic, which they are. And then they follow that by saying, oh, the men suck. Now, obviously, the men are nowhere near the quality of the women in terms of where they, land in the world rankings or even talent compared to the other teams. But I think they deserve some more respect than they're getting. Because they're a very talented team, and they deserve to kind of be given that respect. Obviously, World Cup qualifying wasn't exactly as dominant in some cases that we thought it could be or should be. Now, that could be lots of different factors. Maybe the fact that we never really had a completely healthy team. Maybe the fact that Greg Berhalter made some questionable decisions in some cases. But, in the end of the day, it is what it is. We made it to the World Cup, and I'm just happy that we did. Qatar, I'm just very excited to see that, and I'm hoping that the USA can, perform well against the best of the best. You just love playing good teams, and I'm very excited to see kind of where we go, and if we are truly legit and we deserve that respect that I'm kind of hoping that we get, or if we fall out and basically are just the laughing stock of the soccer world, like we kind of have been for the past couple of years, kind of since that 2018 failure. So basically between now and then, it's now April, so that's March. It is now April, and that's in November, so that's about 7 months away, if I'm doing my calculations right, which is, kind of close when you think about it. I'm just really excited. Between now and then, I think there's going to be 2 friendlies. I know they have one with Argentina, and I might have heard something else, and then we have Nations League this summer as well, which is going to be a lot of fun. Just gonna kind of have guys play, get more experience, maybe guys that are on the fringe. Maybe see Josh Sargent come in and play this summer. Maybe PFOC comes in and proves that he can actually score for the US, which, we'll see if that happens. Maybe guys like De La Fuente. I don't know what the MLS schedule is going to be like during the Nations League. I don't know if they're halting the games, so maybe get some guys in like Mihailovic or I'm trying to think of other guys. Caden Clark. I don't know when he's planning to go to Leipzig, but maybe Caden Clark comes in. See a guy like Paxton Aronson, maybe. Just get guys that are on the brink of potentially making that World Cup roster. So I'm very excited to see and eager to see who, makes that final 23, potentially 26 man roster for the World Cup. So the US are going to the World Cup in 2022. It's definitely been a long journey, and ever since that 2018 has kind of been a expectation that we make it to this World Cup, and we did it. And the future is definitely bright, so I'm excited to see what we have. All right, that's all that I have today. I'm Nate, your host, and thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you next time.